rankings. Be honest. If you know boxing, be honest. There's levels.
And it shows, bro. It shows.
He's very sharp. That's all I can.
Dangerous.
Very dangerous. He don't look like he's a 46.
He looks like he's 36 or 26.
Gervonta Davis is left stunned after witnessing the sheer intensity of Manny Pacquiao's training ahead of the Barrios fight. Despite his age, Pacquiao moves with the speed and power of a fighter in his prime and absolute force of nature in the gym. His footwork is razor sharp, his punches explode with authority, and his relentless pace is a clear message to the world. He's not done. He's coming to dominate. Inside the gym, Pacquiao's teammates are in awe. During sparring sessions, they say Manny looks just as explosive and crisp as ever. According to those closest to his camp, he's showing no signs of slowing down. One teammate revealed Pacquiao went 8 grueling rounds without fading his speed, timing, and precision, never once breaking. Every punch was sharp, every movement calculated. He didn't just keep up, he controlled the pace. The legendary fighter is training with the fire of a man chasing glory, not nostalgia.
Everybody is surprised, so it's gonna be a good fight.
What's the most impressive? His speed, his power, his footwork?
It's everything. Because you don't see him slow down. People say he's slowing down, but he's not. I mean, that's where you're exactly going to be surprised because he's sharp, really, to be honest with you. Very, very sharp. That's why I don't want to say anything else, but
No, leave it at that.
you know,
But how?
I live it that way, but
Okay, so let me ask you this. In 11 days, he steps into the ring at the MGM in Las Vegas to fight Mario Barrios. How does the fight end?
there's a chance of knockout. I
Manny-
can see that.
You can see a
I'm
knockout?
not gonna say what round, but
Just that Manny wins either way, knockout or decision.
yeah. I don't think decision, maybe, but decision is kind of. I don't know if it's going to distance, really, because the way
Manny's
I
that
see
explosive.
everything is. I don't know.
Okay, now let's talk about his son Jim for a second. How talented is his son?
He's a very good fighter. You know, he's
Good
going
power.
there.
I've seen him knock people out.
Yeah, he's but power, you know, but right now he's still, you know, we want him to grow more, you know, so to be ready. Actually, he's ready already. So we just wanted to work in silence, and we keep it down.
What's your message to all Pacquiao fans who are watching this, who are getting ready, who are excited for Manny Pacquiao Barrios July 19, Las Vegas?
Tune in to this coming fight because it's gonna be a very good fight.
Don't go to the kitchen. Don't go to the bathroom. Don't look at your phone.
Yes,
Because it can happen.
focus on that because I know Mario Barrios also is training hard too. And Manny also, he trained like there's no tomorrow.
Boxing icon Roy Jones Jr.B. has thrown his full support behind Pacquiao's comeback, confident the Filipino legend can seize another world title. Despite doubts fueled by age and time away from the ring, Jones points to Pacquiao's unmatched work ethic, experience, and championship mindset. Manny is one of those rare fighters who defy expectations, he says. He's not here for show, he's here for war. Jones believes that the hunger Pacquiao still displays in training isn't just impressive, it's dangerous. It proves he's returning not for legacy points, but for real competition.
I would not be able to take credit for beating Pacquiao after he got knocked out by Marquez because that's not the same Pacquiao. Of course. That's not the Pacquiao at the top of his game. Yeah, of course. But in society today, we'll call that person the best fighter ever. Of course. When that's not how that goes. That's not reality. But in the business world, it is, because look how much money he made.
Here we go. Who's greater than me? I said, Sugar Ray Robinson. He said, Sugar Ray Robinson? How many wins he got? I said, he got like over 150 wins. He stopped for me. He said, but who got more championship titles? Me or him? I said, hold on, Floyd. He said, answer the question. I said, Floyd, there's more titles now than then. There was just one then. That's no fair. Answer the question. I said, okay, you. Do I not have 28 titles? And I was just like, I don't know. He said, oh, you're supposed to be the expert. But the reason why I said that is because there's minor and major titles. Who else greater than me? I said Henry Armstrong, Roberto Duran. He said, oh my God. He said, you said something about Pacquiao. Yeah, I said, I think you'll beat Pacquiao every day of the week, but I think he had a greater career. He said, you ain't think Pacquiao was on steroids? I said, he didn't fail any tests, Floyd. He said, look at me in my eyes. I can't say, man, he didn't fail. He said, oh man, you fake. I saw that as a initiation. This is what you about to get. Nobody's greater than Floyd. My thing is, he should feel that way, but you can't expect everybody to feel
Mario
great.
Barrios has made his stance crystal clear. While he respects Pacquiao as a legend of the sport, that respect ends the moment they step inside the ring. To Barrios, Manny is just another man trying to take his belt, and he's not about to let sentiment cloud his focus. Once that bell rings, Barrios stated, he's not a legend, he's my opponent. It's a no-nonsense attitude that shows just how seriously Barrios is treating this challenge. He's not fighting the past, he's defending his future.
Ever since the fight was announced, I think initially I was kind of just like shocked. Like, man, dude, like Pacquiao wants to fight me, right? He wants to fight me for my title. You know, I think for the sport of boxing, and I think just sports in general, like Manny is that name. When you think about boxing, right? He's somebody that comes to mind. At least for me, like I've been watching him since I was. I guess since my earliest memories of boxing, Manny has been a name that's like, okay, like he's the man. And yeah, you know, now he wants to come out of retirement. He wants to fight me for my title. I can't look at it as anything other than, you know, it's just another opponent trying to take what's mine. You know, he's outside the ring. I have, you know, nothing but respect for him, nothing but respect for everything he's accomplished. For the person he is, you know, everything he does, you know, for his country and more. But as soon as we step in the ring, you know, he's in there trying to take what's mine. I'm not training with the mentality, you know, that I'm getting ready, you know, to fight an icon, to fight a legend. At the end of the day, he's just another man, you know, trying to fight for my title. He's going in there trying to, you know, take my title, and I gotta do whatever it takes to make sure he.
Analysts agree, if age wasn't a factor, Pacquiao would be the clear favorite. Even now, many believe his fundamentals are rock solid and his ring IQ remains among the best in the sport. Experts suggest that if Manny can bring back the high volume, combinations, and dynamic footwork that defined his prime, this fight could tilt heavily in his favor. What's turning heads even more is how he's looked in training. Insiders report Pacquiao is razor-sharp, unleashing rapid-fire combinations and gliding across the canvas with signature speed. He's going multiple rounds without tiring, his mind as focused as ever. If this version of Pacquiao shows up on fight night, the world might be in for a legendary performance.
Say that before the interview.
I know. This is an unbiased opinion.
Man, I'm looking forward to it, you know, even just as a boxing fan, you know, obviously coming up, there was always, you know, seeing Pacquiao's fights and stuff, and now to see the homie, you know, going up against him like that, it's wild, man. It's a wild feeling. I know you're more so for him, but nah, man, I think at the end of the day, I feel like, you know, the age will show up in the fight. I think at first, you know, he's had people talk about the layoff, but it's also a rest for someone at that age. So I feel like he's gonna be rested. I feel like we might see, you know, hints of little old Manny, no pun intended, but old Manny. Little bits of flashes of that in there, but I think at the end of the day, man, Mario's super sharp. This is the sharpest I've ever seen him, you know, this far in camp. I'm super excited, bro, and he's gonna put on a great show. I still kind of lean towards like a decision, but regardless, it's Mario's way. If there is a stoppage, I think it'll be in like the second half. Like I said, you know, because I think that's really when the age is gonna show. Because you can look good in the gym, man, but once those bright lights are on you, anything that's wrong will come out. So as much of a legend Manny is, I think, you know, it's he bit off a little more than he could.
If you love boxing and never want to miss a punch, make sure to subscribe to Fight Update for the latest news, training camp insights, press conference drama, and exclusive analysis of your favorite fighters. From breaking headlines to fight night breakdowns, we've got you covered, so hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay ringside with us every step of the way.